Just when it looked like Mumbai were cruising to a target that appeared to be within reach, suddenly a slew of wickets, 3 in total, have meant that Lucknow definitely back in the game. By how much? We'll discuss in a moment. Just to remind you, 168 for 6 in 20 plays, 59 for 3 in 10. And the 3 that have gone back are the 3 we've often seen back at this stage: Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan, and Dewald Brevis. Let me come to Shaun Pollock. We're not going to dwell too much on Ishan Kishan other than saying when it's not going away, it's not going away. The worst possible delivery from Bishnoi, and he must be thinking, lottery ticket, anyone?
Yeah, I mean, that was a rank. I mean, you don't even find that in the leagues, that delivery. I mean, his eyes would have absolutely lit up. He would have thought, here we go. I've been waiting for that ball to crash away. It goes harder. It hits the toe, pops up in the air. And the funniest thing was
Holder almost dropped it.
Holder. No, never mind that. But did you see the smile on his face? So the ball hits and it hits the foot and it pops up. And as it pops up in the air, he starts to smile as if to say, can you believe this? And then almost drops it. So, yeah, it was almost a comedy of errors. But, yeah, when your luck's not in, when things aren't running for you, that tends to happen. So, yeah, you do feel for players when they go through these times. But in the end, it's actually what makes your character stronger and gets you coming back.
But they have, they'll think they've done decently with the ball, have Lucknow. If you have a look at the bowling, having said that, probably they haven't bowled an unplayable delivery yet. Dewald Brevis played a shot, maybe that wasn't on. And Rohit Sharma played a shot, maybe that wasn't on. And yet, the bowling figures look decent.
Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been those unplayable deliveries. You know, you're quite right. There's nothing there from a bowling perspective to go, oh, what a fantastic spell, or he's strung together 5 or 6 great deliveries. It's just been that they've hit areas and then asked as many questions as they possibly can. No doubt the wicket is holding up. I think Holder, when he's ripped his fingers across, it's got it to hold. Even the wicket of Brevis was a left-arm cutter that didn't come on enough to get it over the boundary, gets caught at third man. So it's not an easy surface. It's one of those ones when you first get to the crease, you're going to struggle a little bit for timing and you have to work things out as quickly as you can. That's why I think the big blow so far has been the Rohit Sharma wicket, because he had finally picked up the pace of the surface. He was looking good. He was looking comfortable. And then a bit of a way-ho gets him on his way as well. So I would say in the balance, I think Surya is still at the crease. Talik's played brilliantly throughout the season. I've enjoyed what I've seen from him, and still Pollard to come. I don't think there's any panic stations for Mumbai. I think they'll still believe that they can maybe do this. But I think the other team will be thinking to themselves, we just pick up Rahul's thinking, if we can pick up 1, maybe 2, we're really in here.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a look, just let's confirm what Shaun Pollock just said about the batting to come. It's just that they've got to think of themselves as, we are not the equivalent of Ishan Kishan's luck. I mean, it's not just bad luck that's got us no wins out of 7. Enough batting to come. We know Daniel Sams can be destructive if required. Jaydev Unadkat's shown form with the bat. Not that you want to go that far down. And Ritik Shokeen can bat. So, as you said, lots of batting to come. They just have to say, fine, Rohit's given us a platform. Let's go and build the building.
Yeah, but the other thing you say too is, Hardik Pandya was the one who used to come. Hardik Pandya and Pollard, that's a different kettle of fish. Those guys still to come on the list, well, they can do a job 100%, but you also believe that they can maybe fail on the big occasion trying to get their first victory. So you won't have given up hope. So that's why I think it's nicely in the balance. And I think Surya is going to be the key as to how he plays.
Just a quick word on Rohit. I know he was looked at what KL Rahul did, seemed to be playing a very similar kind of role with Ishan struggling at the other end. He said, okay, let me not bother at what's the other end. I can play my own game and I can almost play a lone hand. And he seemed to be doing it until he played that stroke to his old mate, Krunal Pandya.
Yeah, even throughout this tournament, we've seen him. He's never looked out of touch. His timing's been there. He's played the ball nicely. He's never looked flustered or rushed or out of sorts. It's just he is at this moment in his career finding ways of getting out, and I think that'll be the more frustrating thing for him. Sometimes if it's a bit of a technical issue, you can go work it and come back. But when you seem to be feeling okay and then still getting yourself out, that is very frustrating.
Quick look at the bowling once again before we wrap here to see what's to come. We've seen that, they've not really had to do a lot, but the fact that without doing that, they've got 3 wickets and not too many wickets gone. The other interesting one is, to add to this list, Sean, the sixth bowler has been used. Ayush Badoni has been brought on. So maybe they just feel that whoever they throw the ball to can do some kind of job for them.
Yeah, Mushin Khan, I think he'll be happy, being introduced back into the side. He's picked up 1 for 13. He looks all right. I think he's definitely something you could even work with and get him to even be better. But they've got Bishnu up their sleeve, 3 overs from him. That can be challenging, particularly if wickets start to fall. New batters at the crease, difficult to get away. So I think that they've got things looking pretty good. It's going to be an interesting finale here.
Certainly will be. Krunal Pandya has done a very Mumbai-like role for Lucknow that he hasn't quite done so far in the tournament, but they've said like for like. But hold that thought there. Massive wicket. Massive wicket. Suryakumar Yadav has been dismissed by Ayush Badoni. Again, it didn't seem like something that the bowler's gone and done a number on the batsman. He appears just to have thrown his wicket away, trying to see out of the corner my way. He hit it too, and just a regular off-spin delivery. He tried to whip it across the line, I think, and it just got a leading-ish kind of edge, and KL Rahul accepted the chance. Well.
Sure, yeah, that leaves me with a different mindset. I feel that Lucknow now goes into the advantage. I think they're 60-40 favourites now after that wicket. We have seen destructiveness of Pollard over the years, but it's not that kind of easy wicket where you can just walk in and hammer it. So it'll be interesting to see what tactics they use, and I think Vishnu could be the answer to Pollard in the next over or two.
Yeah, that will be a big battle. Just imagine we hung on for a moment and how that balance has changed and how important Suryakumar Yadav is. Can Mumbai still do it? Can they prevent it becoming 8? We'll talk about all that in the end.